But Kim, let's dig in deeper. So
Dig
we've gone
in.
through,
Yeah.
what can we do? But what happens if all of these things still happen and
Yeah.
things get rough?
And that's the thing. I think a lot of the information we've spoken about is the whys and the hows, and really kind of looking at that first week and the conversations. But the truth of the matter is that this journey won't be a linear journey. It won't be like once we kind of scaffold it, it's going to be a piece of cake and it's going to be fine. Like there are absolutely going to be bumps in the road.
Mm.
When we think about, even in the sense of ongoing conversations that are specifically related to this, when we're talking about kids that are trying to kind of work around and how we can kind of stay consistent with the boundaries, but also really empathetic and kind with how we talk to our kids. I think another really interesting thing that we want to try and keep in mind as much as possible is that kind of concept of, that stress and anxiety and big changes have the tendency to kind of slowly blow up a balloon.
Mm.
And then one thing outside that might have nothing to do with social media specifically might pop that balloon. And that's when we get those really big kind of waves of emotion as well. The same goes for parents. Parents are also used to living in a world where their children and teenagers have access, utilize that space as well. So parents are going to feel the effects of their young people not having access to that. And it does have the tendency to potentially kind of like heat up the temperature a little bit as well and make people feel a little bit frustrated and a little bit like a little aggro at times as well. I think it's really important to normalize that. It's really important to kind of reach out for that parents can reach out for help as well and just acknowledge that this is going to be an ongoing kind of dialogue and an ongoing space where you are welcome to and should hopefully feel comfortable to seek help when you need it.
And in regards to, I guess, extra vulnerabilities, we know
Mm-hmm.
that for some young people, um, online connection and social media is a lifeline. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, can you share a bit more about, I guess, what we can keep in
Absolutely.
mind?
I'd keep it. There's a few things that we'd want to kind of keep in mind where it might have a deeper meaning, and we want to be considerate of those deeper meanings when we're thinking about neurodivergent youth, when we're thinking about children and young people who are struggling with mental health. When we're thinking about kind of marginalized communities, rural and remote, where connection is difficult, um, all those kinds of areas where we are talking about smaller populations of young people, that feeling of feeling connected to a population that you identify with has an extra layer of importance as well. So it's one of those things that we do want to make some allowances for, and we do want to have like an extra layer of empathy and an extra layer of understanding around how that might be taken and how that might affect.
Mm, definitely. So we've gone through, I guess, a lot of kind of what can we do and how we prepare. But if you're noticing that your young person is struggling, know that there is support out there for them. And I know that sometimes professional support can be very expensive and hard to get into, and there's wait times, and it can be quite an ordeal. Um, know that Kids Helpline is here to support every young person, and that we already have seen an incredible spike in young people reaching out to us, talking specifically about the social media ban and how they're going to be able to navigate life, or concerns about how can I navigate life, knowing that this was the only thing that kind of gave me purpose or made me feel safe, made me have that community, and now it's gone. So these are conversations that we're already supporting young people with daily. And just a reminder that let your young people know that Kids Helpline is there for them. And it doesn't have to be through the really big, difficult stuff. It can just be the everyday things of my friends are doing this online and I now don't know what it's going to look like for me. It can be the small things as well. With Kids Helpline counseling, it is free. Young people do not have to use their real names if they don't want to. We give them control over that counseling interaction. We view it as a partnership. Even though we do always encourage that young people chat to their trustworthy adults about what's going on and having that open communication, we know that that's not possible for every young person. So even the young people, it might not be your young people, but young people that you know that are struggling, let them know Kids Helpline's there if they're feeling like they don't have anyone in their network they feel safe connecting to. It's a no judgment space. A young person can call by themselves with a friend or with an adult. We keep everything private and confidential that a young person shares with us, but we of course have a duty of care and a commitment to keep young people safe if they're in danger, and there are limits to our confidentiality. And it's once off or ongoing. So if young people do want to connect in an ongoing way and have a deep conversation about their mental health, about well-being, about their identity, about concerns that they have, and create safety mechanisms, we can do that and we can work with them. There are two different ways that young people can reach out to us. The first way is on the phone, and it's a free call. Our phone number is 1-800-551-800. Or if young people are wanting to type back and forth in a chat room, we do have web chat on our website. But we also have a whole lot of self-help resources as well, also related to a big range of topics, but specifically the social media ban, where young people can go online and have a read and learn information themselves. Um, and just a reminder that at Kids Helpline, we support young people anytime, any reason. So we never close. The biggest proportion of when young people reach out to us is actually outside of standard business hours. So over kind of the night times, over weekends. And we do recognize that. And that's why we're open 24/7, because you can't always choose when a young person needs support and when that balloon pops, just like you said, Kim. And that's why we're here for them for any reason at all. But there's also support out there for parents. So I'm
There
going to
is.
hand back over to Kim.
Absolutely. So here at Parentline, we absolutely believe that if we are supporting parents, then we are absolutely going to get great outcomes for a family as a whole. Parents are that kind of that bottom line structure that really kind of we want to put that oxygen mask on first. So a couple of ways that we can do that. Similar to Kids Helpline, we've also got a My Circle for parents. So this is available all across Australia, and it's about joining in. It's a peer supported place. So it's about, I guess, that kind of concept of when did we lose the kind of village that parents used to have, and how do we create that village that we want parents to have? And so My Circle for Parents, which is at parentline.com.au, is trying to be that space in a really safe space as well, meaning that our counsellors are helping moderate, helping support parents within that modality as well. So we would love you to kind of go check that out and help other parents just like you that are actually like going through the exact same thing as you are. And then, similar to Kids Helpline, we have Parentline here in Queensland and Northern Territory. So Parentline is a virtual counselling service, meaning that parents can call up on 1300 30 1300 and they can speak to a counsellor straight away. A counsellor is there to talk to you about anything that you're experiencing at that given time. Again, that balloon kind of metaphor. So there's nothing that parents can't call us about. Please go to parentline.com.au and follow the links to find out where is the best kind of support if you aren't in Queensland and Northern Territory. So we want there's options in every state in terms of how we can get some added support in that space. Or you can go, if it's specifically around the social media delay, please go back on to esafety.gov.au, because like Hannah said, there's a great section in there in terms of parents and what support is available for you relating to this issue.
And finally, I thought I'd share a little bit about the program that I manage, Kids Helpline at schools. So if your young person does attend school and you're feeling like this is a area that you feel is of great worth to let young people know and learn for free about mental health and well-being, we actually run free lessons for every primary school and secondary school nationally. where a counsellor connects live and has conversations and teaches about mental health and wellbeing, including areas related to the social media ban and delay, and what this can look like in high school, but also primary school as well. So feel free to jump on our website or have a scan, and it will link you through to the website to learn about more of the ways that we can support schools, but also some additional resources as well, like posters and worksheets related to topics around mental health, wellbeing, and the social media delay. That's all from us. I know it's been a big whirlwind of a chat, so feel free to go through and just kind of find those areas that you feel like you might want to rewatch. But it's something that we need to get ready for. It's happening and it's going to have an impact. And the impact's going to look different for every young person because every young person's unique and incredible. And it is something that's going to be a change, and change is never easy. It's always something that I find people can kind of either go, yes, I love change, I'm actually really excited for this, or it can kind of tip the other direction and go, no, I'm going to resist this. This does not feel good, and I'm going to fight it, and I'm going to get mad, or I'm going to feel scared about it, and I don't know what to do. So we understand that change can have incredible impacts on mental health and well-being. So like Kim shared, just be ready to support your young people if that does come into place. And it might not be straight away. It might take a couple of months. But know that there is support out there, and hopefully you did find this video helpful to know where to start or some ideas to help along the way. That's everything from us. Bye.
Bye, guys.